The rational European mind prides itself on cold steel, blueprints, and absolute mathematics. To a Western scientist, a skyscraper is just a triumph of physics. But what if the world's tallest monument wasn't built by engineering logic alone, but by an ancient, terrifying Eastern obsession with a single digit? Welcome to Dubai. Look closer at the giant shadow of the Burj Khalifa. Pierces the desert sky at exactly 828 meters tall. Its grand opening ceremony was forced to launch precisely at 8 p.m. Even the digital sum of its opening date digits calculates to exactly 8. This is no architectural coincidence. It is an extreme, multi-billion-dollar mathematical cage built to trap something invisible to the naked eye. Adrian Smith, a brilliant American architect fully trained in rigid Western logic, faced a literal corporate nightmare in the desert. The shifting sands of the Middle East and violent, unpredictable Persian Gulf winds were physically ready to tear any traditional straight tower apart. To a Western structural engineer, it's just aerodynamic pressure and vortex shedding. But to the ancient masters of the East, this brutal wind is known as Sha Qi, the invisible, lethal killing energy. If the tower's energy failed, billions of dollars would instantly collapse into total financial bankruptcy. This was the exact moment Western logic surrendered to Eastern dark arts. A grand master from Hong Kong stepped in, giving one ultimate, non-negotiable condition. The entire glass giant must bow completely to the geometry of the flow. Look closely at the unique spiral Y-shaped design from above. Western textbooks call it structural wind engineering. Every few floors, the tower steps back in a modular sequence, twisting forcefully upward into the clouds. The official reason? To confuse the wind. But in the forbidden classical texts of Feng Shui, this is not engineering. It is a ritual of absolute taming. A sharp, violent wind striking a perfectly straight concrete wall creates an invisible guillotine of Sha Qi. In corporate history, this specific energy error drives billionaires into sudden madness, unexplained suicides, and sudden ruin. By stepping the tower back in spirals, the deadly desert wind is forced to slow down, spiraling gently around the glass skin, magically turning a lethal weapon into a submissive servant of wealth. Yet, a megatall tower that aggressively pierces the heavens possesses another fatal, cosmic flaw. Energy flows upward along the spine, but violent high-altitude winds will instantly scatter it away into nothingness. To prevent the massive wealth of Dubai from being violently wiped out by the harsh desert sky, the master architects needed a lock. A massive, hyper-engineered liquid lock. At the absolute base of the tower sits the world's largest choreographed fountain system, violently pumping millions of gallons of moving water every single day. In ancient Feng Shui law, vital energy scatters with the wind, but it instantly locks and accumulates when it meets moving water. As the multi-billion-dollar wealth energy slides down the 828-meter steel spine, it is immediately captured and trapped by the dancing waters below. The money enters, but it never leaves the soil. The modern Western mind openly laughs at ancient Asian superstition, yet wealthy European elites eagerly buy luxury apartments inside this tower with price tags intentionally ending in 888. The Burj Khalifa is not merely a triumph of concrete. It is a giant, silver magnetic talisman designed by Western engineering, but completely ruled by 1,800-year-old dark metaphysical laws. It stands today insanely wealthy and unbroken by crises, because it paid its absolute tribute to the geometry of the unseen world. If you dare to break the sacred rules of space, the space will quietly erase your existence. Remember that cosmic warning the next time you look into a dark mirror in your own room tonight.